Well, welcome to our third tutorial. Unfortunately, the last tutorial I made, I got to the very end and its system crashed on me, so I get to start all over again, and you did not have to listen to it, so you don't have to hear it for a second time, but we're going to start on page 82, and I do want you to look at understanding code view formatting with the word wrap, line numbers, and so on, so that you can familiarize yourself with the many things that are here. So we're going to start with format with strong and M elements. And so I have the typography program open, and just go to edit and preferences. And you'll see under general, make sure that use strong and M in place of bold and italic are chosen in there. So I do want to talk about the bold and italic, or the strong and embossed, whatever you want to call them. They are there for you, but they're really not a good idea for you to use. And so let me give you an example. You have a letter that you send out to 10 different people with 10 different addresses and something specific to each one in there, but other than a few things, the letters are all the same. So as a result, what you're going to do is you're going to take them and you're going to save it as Joe, as Sam, as Mary, and so on. Then you realize, oh my goodness, I spelled a word wrong. Well, in this particular case, you have to go to all 10 documents and change that word. And if there's 100 documents, you have to go to all 100 in there. So this is the same thing with the putting things on a specific element. If you have multiple pages that you just copied from, then you're going to have to go back to change every one. Now that I told you don't do it, let's go ahead and do it. So I have this thing probably pretty much down pat, so I'm going to try to do this without looking too much at the book. But the first thing we need to do is find the word not in here, and I don't know where it is, so I will look, and it is in the EN dash. Awesome. All right, so we have EN dash. Here is the word not. So we're going to double click on it, and you'll notice that it gets highlighted here. So once I click on the bold, it puts in a strong tag in there. Then we're going to hit more authority, and I'm going to hit the italic, and then it puts in the M tag for you. So that takes care of this. If you do not have your properties showing down here, then you want to click on Windows and make sure properties, and of course Control F3 is a shortcut. So we're now working with special characters. So you can see that we're going to be talking about the copyright symbol. We're going to be talking about trademark, and we're going to be talking about registered. So these are things that you might want to put in automatically. So you can either use an ampersand and type in a code, or you can put in the special characters. So we're going to do a little bit of both. So the very first thing we need to do is find a hyphen between December 15th and January 2nd. So that would be in the paragraph below the EN dash. So that's this one in here. So let's select this one here. And then we're going to go to Insert. We're going to go to Characters, and we're going to choose EN dash. And notice that it put it in here. And let's see if we can find where that is by highlighting it. And you can see it put in a code for you automatically. Now we're going to go to, that was number 1, 2, and 3. We're going to go to number 4. And we're going to, in the same paragraph, and I want to make sure that I did not go in the wrong thing. Okay, 25 in here, so we're going to do the same thing in here, and boom. and we will put in the EN. Now, because I saved it, I click here and I don't have to go through it. Whatever you did on the last one is saved, so you can, if you're going to do the same one, you don't have to go and click the down arrow and do that as well. All right, so now we have EM dash. So this I'm doing from memory without reading the book. So if I miss something in the book, please forgive me. So I'm going to select these two minus signs. And this time I'm going to choose EM dash. And that takes care of that. I'm going to do the same thing here. And I'm going to choose EM dash. Eventually. And that takes care of that. So that is everything up to number 7. So we're going to do the C, and we're going to replace the copyright in there. So I need to find out where they are, which I believe is up top. And apparently not. Copyright. So we're going to go here. And we're going to hit character. And this time we're going to choose copyright. Notice that it puts it in here. Then we're going to do the registered trademark, and we're going to do just plain TM. So here's the R. And we'll click on the arrow and eventually click on the arrow. And here is registered trademark. And then we're going to do the same thing with TM. And I keep hitting the wrong thing. That takes care of that. So I'm going to save this over here. And that was number 7. That was number 8. That was number 9 and number 10. The last thing we're going to do in this video before we go to tables, actually, we're going to end the video right here, and then we're going to create a table of quotes. So that's it for this video, and see you soon.